Welcome to the Manuchehri Show, where energy and medicine meet. I will be your host for the next hour. I have over 19 years of healthcare experience and began my career as an energy medicine practitioner while working as an oncology nurse at a Seattle area hospital. My skill in moving energy combined with my medical background have been a catalyst for change in many people's lives. I hope the next hour will be transformative for you as well. Good morning and welcome to the Manuchehri Show. We are live here in gorgeous, sunny. Oh my gosh, I already planted like 90 tulips. I think they're going to bloom today. No, they're probably not going to totally bloom today, but they're going to make some progress today.
Bring on the vitamin D.
Yeah, because it's really, 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 really pretty
We've
here.
all needed it.
We really did, yeah.
And then spring forward this weekend.
Oh, yeah, right.
I know, right?
We have to
Yeah.
change the time. I
Don't
heard,
forget, everybody.
Yeah, thank you for that reminder, Benny. That's actually my favorite time movement. Like if we could keep it this way that's coming, I would stay this way forever. Like my body really likes that. I don't like it when we go back, in the
Oh, yeah, backward. Yeah.
I don't
No
like
one likes
that.
to go back in time.
But I guess the Senate is considering
Being a consistent time.
yeah. I mean, wouldn't that be nice?
Some places already do it, so
Right. Yeah.
I don't know where. Is it
No,
like
it's
Arizona
true.
or something
Yeah,
like
I
that?
think it's Arizona.
Okay.
But
That's the only
somewhere in the
state that pops in my head,
Midwest.
right?
Right. So that would be really nice. But so this weekend, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Saturday to Sundays.
All right.
Spring forward.
Okay. So my brand new website is up.
Yay.
Yay.
Super excited
That only
for you.
took a minute to do.
Super excited for you. That's
Thank
just how
you.
it is, yeah.
Thank you. Camara, which made my last website, and I had called them on the phone because we needed to update things because now that I do online classes, we need to have a better delivery system, right? Rather than Courtney working so hard to, move things manually. At any rate, so when I was talking to Carl and Gina, they're this lovely husband and wife team. She's an artist and he's the IT guy. They said, Marie, your website's over a decade old. You actually need.
You're like, what?
I totally forgot because I
I
actually
didn't
liked
know.
it. I wasn't really ready for a new one.
You get complacent.
Yeah,
a
no,
little bit.
I had no problem with it at all. And he goes, so if you want these changes, you really need a new site. I'm like, oh, okay. So now we have like WooCommerce. So we have different ways you can purchase things. And
It's super interactive.
oh, yeah.
I'm a fan. If
You
you guys
are?
check it
Oh,
out.
thank
Well, yeah,
you.
you just told me about it. Like you're like it's up and running. I'm
yeah, I
like,
went up
"It
last
is?"
night. Yeah, I just went up last
So
night.
there you go. Energyintuitive.com. It just boom pops right in your face. Love it.
Oh,
And
good.
it's
I'm
very
glad you like it.
moves.
It moves, yeah.
Which we kind of like.
We like movement. This is true. Yeah.
Totally.
So we hope you enjoy it. We hope you like it. Yeah. So great. And then you can sign up for the newsletter. I always put out something, and I'm not a totally on target quarterly person, but approximately every 3 months we send out a bunch of information and new articles and classes that are coming along. We have the money class coming up. That's a really fun class. It will help you to create the wealth that you want in your life. I keep it very small because I really want everyone to reach that comfortable relationship with wealth because it's really about how you relate to the energy of money that allows it to be this beautiful flow of abundance in your life. But go to energyintuitive.com or mariemanuchehri.com and check out all the online classes because you can find them there. So we're taking people's calls today.
We are another open call-in show day today. A fabulous day we have in store for us. So 877-825-8828 is the number for the Marie Manuchehri Show. And we'll take Kristen calling in from Seattle to start things off. Hi, Kristen.
Hello.
Hi, Kristen. How are you?
Hello. I am terrific. How are
Great.
you?
I'm lovely. Thank you for asking. What can I do for you?
Well, I was wondering if I have low iron
Uh-huh.
and it's sort of a mystery as to why.
Yeah.
And I
mean, how low? I mean, is it so? I mean,
it's like 5 or whatever. It's I'm going to have to get an infusion kind of thing.
oh wow, yeah. So that is different hospitals and doctors use different percentages
Metrics.
in different
Okay.
metrics. Yeah, and I haven't worked in a hospital in 2 decades, so I don't always remember everything that happens.
Yeah.
But so you have to get an infusion, all right? And then are they going to give you supplemental iron?
I'm not sure.
So
It's,
here's what I want you to do. After you get your
Yeah.
infusion, I want you to go see a naturopath because naturopathic physicians really look deeply into the, deep bed of movement of cells and particles inside your body. So a naturopath is going to know why your iron's low or what chemical response is going on in your body that's creating the low iron, and then they can help to repair it.
Okay, that
Yeah,
sounds
and if
like
you're not
great
sure of
advice.
anyone, I have a little referral list. You can write into the website energyintuitive.com, and Courtney will send you a link to the people we recommend. But there's
That's wonderful.
wonderful naturopaths here. We're the home of Bastyr
Oh
University, so
yeah,
we're blessed. We're very blessed.
wonderful. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Do you have time for me to ask
Yeah,
a quick second
yeah.
thing? I oftentimes get sort of like this feeling of blocked or intense energy around my throat area.
Ah, uh-huh.
And then I'll try to breathe and try to rebalance everything, but it just feels like, and then I've heard you speak of leaks, and I
You
thought,
don't
oh,
have a leak. So I already drew out your energy. I don't see a leak anywhere. Even the root chakra that governs the blood in the body, particularly it governs the properties in the blood, not necessarily the movement. The heart chakra governs the movement of all your blood products in your veins and arteries, but the low iron would be depicted in your root, and you don't have a leak. So even though this is, obviously a problem, I'm glad it was diagnosed. You're going to go in and have this treated. Your body's doing great and wonderful from my perception. Now, what I think is happening, because you're taking tons of energy into your throat chakra too. What I think is happening is that you're probably speaking your truth more. And when people start to speak their truth, the throat chakra expands and it pushes on, arteries and ligaments and tendons, and it's kind of uncomfortable. It's not a
okay.
super comfortable experience, and so that could be, something that is so this is a good thing. Do you think you're speaking your truth more?
Um, yes, I mean, I my personal instinct is that it's related to, yeah, take having emotional sensitivity or something. But yes, I am trying to be
I don't think
up.
it's oversensitivity. I'm not saying that that's what you're saying, but
Oh,
it's a good thing. This is a very, very,
okay.
very good thing. You do have a teeny, like, I think they're gonna find, if you go to a naturopath, I think they're gonna find that your, hormones are slightly off, like things are
Yeah.
dancing a little odd because you don't have like a real pink light, which is an indicator to me that the aspects of your thyroid gland need some professional, need a professional checkup. But you have a teeny, it's like it's trying to give me a tiny little flash if I stare at it long enough in the back. So I bet something's a little off, but it's going to be very slight. And everything's what I'm trying to say to you too, because you have so much beautiful energy in your body, everything's going to be easily remedied. Like,
Oh, wonderful.
yeah.
Golly, thank you
Oh,
so
you're
much. That
so welcome, and I'm
is
glad you went to
so
the
so helpful.
doctor, and thank you for getting a checkup, and I think that's
Ye-
important, so good job.
Yeah, it is a frightening feeling to do so, but yeah, it's better to have the information and be
It
able
is,
to
and then you have
proceed.
choice, we're so lucky in the world today, there's so many different practitioners out there that, that we can approach our health and well-being in different ways, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, very much so. And on
Yeah.
top of that, I'm so grateful that you are that I'm getting the chance to speak with you.
Oh, it's my
And
absolute
I really
pleasure.
admire the work that you do. It's just
Oh, thank you.
it's extraordinary.
Well, thank you, it's
Particularly, I got to say, may I just compliment you? Particularly during the time of the election and all of that intensity that was pouring, and then to see the kinds of things you were putting out into the world were so. You didn't. It appeared you weren't getting caught up in it. You were staying at this other higher, wonderful place, and it was really
Yeah,
grounding.
Benny is
And
really cute. He's pointing to
That's
himself
probably
right
because of
now.
me.
Yeah, because he really would go, "Okay, Marie,
Yeah.
that's," because I would complain sometimes on the show. And if you did look at my Twitter feed, you might go, But you're right. I tried my best to come out of it because it just didn't
Mhm.
feel good and it
Mhm.
wasn't fun.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I was pressing our listening audience all over the world or all over the country to please vote blue.
Yeah.
So you're very sweet in your comments. But yeah, Benny on the show was definitely a supportive, like, Marie, that's enough.
I mean, I feel like at the top of the hour, the news is already kind of doing it for us, so we don't want to eat up our time for you.
Yeah.
So,
But I'm so glad that the time that we spend here on the
Yeah.
show was helpful for you and helped you to stay in a more positive place during a challenging American history, So we're really grateful for
Yeah.
that. And we wish
Yeah.
you, well, I know you're going to be perfectly fine. So please don't worry. Just love your body and all is well.
Thank you. Thank you so
You're
much.
welcome.
I really appreciate
You're
it.
welcome. Have a great day.
Yeah, thanks, Kristen, for joining us. 877-825-8828 for the Marie Manuchehri Show. We'll take another caller here. It's Claire calling in from Mississippi. Hi, Claire.
Hi. Wow,
Hi,
that was
Claire.
That's how we do things around
Yeah,
here.
yeah, we're pretty.
Mhm.
We try to get through as many callers as we can, because we usually can't get through everybody. So, are you a first time caller?
No, I called about a couple months ago, although I
Okay.
didn't realize it, but I was mumbling because I was worried about your answer.
Oh,
And I guess I had like a little stroke going on. But anyway, much
well,
better
you didn't
now.
really have a stroke, but was the information helpful?
Oh, I didn't have a stroke? I don't know what I had.
Oh, no.
Yes.
I mean, with the mumbling.
Mumbling, yeah.
So
Oh.
the information was helpful.
Yes, it was. I was
Great.
worried I had Alzheimer's or something. But anyway, that's good that I don't.
Yes.
So I was just wondering if I
Yeah.
could just get a general reading or
Yeah.
number of spirit guides, just anything you see.
Okay,
Whatever.
you have a lot of spirit guides. I've drawn out like more than half of your energy. I know I'm about to find a leak in the second or third chakra, but the great news is the rest of your chakras aren't leaking at all. You're taking in a ton of energy. But you have 21 spirit guides. That's a
How
lot
many?
of spirit guides, right? And when we look at numbers, because we use numerology in conjunction with, whatever we're talking about in the spiritual realm, 2 + 1 = 3, which is the nurturer. So even though you have 21 spirit guides, it actually goes down to 3 spirit guides because you are a natural nurturer. I have 3. I wish I had 21, but I just have 3. But we have the same vibration around us. So
Oh, cool.
yeah, so it's actually good for you, but only the things that make you happy, the things that work great for you, to have people in your life or experiences or a career where you nurture. But you have to set healthy boundaries too. So not having that in your life is not in your best interest. Does that make sense?
Oh, not having things that don't
Not
allow me to
having
nurture and
right.
happy.
Right. Yeah. Right. So just keep that in mind because I have this
Okay.
feeling when I look at your energy, sometimes you're very protective of yourself. Would you agree with that?
Yes.
So I'm going to recommend you kind of step out of that protective mechanism and let yourself nurture things like in a good way. Like I planted all these tulips and primroses, over the last couple of weekends, and I love walking around the
It's funny, I've
garden.
never
And
bought tulips before, but I just bought some
did
a
you
couple
really?
days ago.
Oh, good,
Yeah.
good. And I like walking around the yard and looking at them and making sure that not too
Yeah.
many slugs or whatever's eating my plants are killing them, right? And then I have a dog who requires, constant love and support. Of course, he equally gives. So
Uh-huh.
that's a secret to your expansion is that there needs to
Okay.
be some amount of healthy nurturing going on in your life. And then you do have a leak in the third chakra. So, I would work on your self-love because that vortex governs the immune system, and that's the emotion for that particular chakra. Okay?
Okay.
Okay.
Well, great.
Yes,
Thank you.
great. You're welcome. Have a beautiful day in Mississippi.
Yeah. Thank you.
You're
You guys-
welcome.
Yeah, thanks, Claire, for joining us. 877-825-8828 is the number for the show. Let's go. Let me just get my screen back up here. Sorry, everybody. And we'll take Molly. Molly is calling in from the Michigan area. So hi, Molly, and go blue.
Now he says that for a sports team. It took me a long time to figure that out because I was
Yeah.
like, the election's over with. Why does he keep saying go blue?
Oh, I just love saying it.
Yeah, but isn't it? It's
It
it's
is.
sports team. What team?
The Wolverines. They're
Oh.
University of Michigan.
Is it like football?
Yeah, it's the whole the nation up
Oh.
there. I'm sure it is.
Okay, it's like everything. Okay, I get
Which
it now.
Molly probably has nothing to do with it, right?
I don't know, Molly. Are you into sports?
We are very much a sports team, but
Oh,
we are more a Notre Dame fans.
rivals.
See,
We got rivals.
It is. All right, so I will stop talking.
Yeah. So what can I do for you, Molly?
I'm just this is my first time calling in.
Oh, well, thank you so
And-
much for calling into the show.
Well, thank you so much for having the show. I'm just gonna trust that you're gonna bring me whatever I need to hear.
All right. Oh, so you don't have an actual question. right?
No, I know I struggle a lot with emotional issues and anger, and thought we could
Interesting.
probably start there.
Okay, we'll start there. I did read your energy. You do have a leak in the root chakra, but I'm going to look at what you just described. The root is about feeling safe, connected, part of a community, and you are safe from what I can see, and you have a tight family. I mean, you guys
Mhm.
are tight, which is really nice. I will say, I think for a lot of people, and obviously I can't speak for everyone in the country or the world, but the pandemic has made a lot of family members closer, or has allowed people to create their own little bubble of people that they, at least I think my family got even tighter and closer, which is really nice. I really appreciate that. So you have this leak in your root chakra because you don't always feel that aspect, but in reality, you have it more than the average person. And so, what I want you to start doing, because this is the problem, you listen to your mind, and you have to stop. I really believe that the brain, unless we're present, and when people are present, it feels like this beautiful expansion of space, and everything just looks gorgeous and interesting. And it's a very curious moment. Very few people allow themselves to be in the present moment for more than a nanosecond. I don't know, once or twice a day. And so when you're in your mind and you're listening to it, because the ego resides in the brain, it is constantly lying to you and telling you scary and terrible things, and just blowing things out of proportion. So I want you to start to consider that it would be perhaps in your best interest to tell your mind, or yourself, however you want to look at it, that when you have those scary, annoyed, and frustrating thoughts, that those are not your feelings. Those are mind made emotions. Those are not real. Until you can get out of your head, rest somewhere else in your body, like the lower half of your body, and connect to the second layer of your auric field. I do this in coaching programs all the time, just train people to get out of their heads, get in the lower half of their body so you can feel what your real emotions are, because our real emotions are always the opposite of what our mind is telling us. So you actually feel calm, happy, centered, even though your brain is telling you something very, very different. And then you're listening to your mind, and then you're making decisions based on what your mind says. And I would prefer that you stop doing that.
So, do you think it has any kind of a mental illness? Anything I need besides? I seem to work tirelessly at trying to be more grounded, taking many walks, daily walks, and trying to meditate, which I know lately I've been a little bit sporadic about that. And I really do a lot to work
You
towards it. So I
have
just
to
wondered, I've
stop.
struggled so much.
No, you don't have a mental illness. From my perspective, you have to stop listening to your mind. Your mind is loud. So some people have a really strong brain. You are one of those people. So people with strong brains, if you can keep it positive, it is a win, 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 win aspect for you. Like, wow, you can move mountains with that beautiful combination. But in your case, you listen to the negativity, and then your strong brain is enhancing that negativity and kind of, making it bigger and glowing. So it would be in your best interest you to just please spend a day, just try it, a day, an hour, 20 minutes, 15 minutes, where you get curious. Well, like, is that true? Huh. In fact, Byron Katie wrote and does wonderful work. It's called The Work, actually, if I remember it correctly. I've interviewed her once. She's lovely. You might want to look up her mechanism, the way that she works in the world. And I'm sure you would love her books. And she really explains this, how you have to question your thoughts all day long. Or the way I do it for myself is I just don't listen to my mind unless I'm present. I don't listen to it. I don't believe it. I believe it's just spewing. If it's spewing fear, it's lying, because fear is an illusion. It's not real. So,
Hmm.
okay.
Okay. Thank
Okay,
you
and
very
notice
much.
your energy increased. So
Totally.
we know this is good for you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And it's going to, and just try 5 minutes at a time, 1 minute at a time, be gentle and kind to yourself.
Right.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Thank you so
You're
much.
welcome. Have a great
Yeah,
day.
thanks, Molly, from joining us from Michigan.
Michigan.
And with that, Notre Dame is the Fighting Irish. So we'll go Irish. We'll go that way. And
Okay.
our break is right now. And well, it's okay. We'll be right back.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
More with Marie after this break.
Wouldn't it be amazing if people stop listening to all the scary, unkind, mean things that their mind is screaming at them all day long? What if we just took some space in between reacting after we hear that? That's what consciousness is. There's space in between listening to what's going on in your brain and reacting. The world would be very different. Your life will be enormously different if you do that. Yeah.
Take it from Marie. That was perfect. I was like giving you space, and it's like it was really intense for him. And I'm like, okay, where's she going? Oh, yeah, I need to do that too. So true. All right. 877-825-8828 for the Marie Manuchehri Show. We'll take now, is it Esty? I believe Esty calling in from Oregon. Did I get that right?
Yes, you did.
Thanks. Hey,
Yay.
Esty, welcome to the show.
Hi.
Hi, Esty.
So I really love the way you started, Marie, with if you need this new thing, you need a new site.
I know, right? That's what I mean.
love
That was kind of like a surprise, like, okay,
Yeah,
I guess.
metaphorically.
Right, yeah.
Yeah,
But that means, when you get a new website, that means you have to get new photos. That means I had to find a photographer. I mean, it's been like this. It's been going on since like August.
Thankfully, not a new producer.
Yeah, not a new producer.
Still
of
in
course
it.
not.
Still in it.
So,
Yeah.
all of that was, like,
Yeah.
it was a process. I mean, everything was fine. I'm just like, oh, I wasn't prepared to do that. But there you go. There you go.
There you go. So today, I have questions, but I'm eager also for you to kind of read where I'm at. I'm at a crossroad. I called you half a year ago. It was really helpful.
Great.
Started meditating twice a day, running. I'm out of work by choice.
Love that.
I just don't have the urge right now to look for work, and I want to work. I love to work. But I'm crossroad. I don't know if it's time to go back home to my home country, or I have a 99-year-old mama there, or wait here at the U.S. for another year and a half until my last daughter is graduating from high school. So I'm really at a crossroad. I just don't know where to
I know
invest my
and that's
energy.
a hard one. What I think would be great is if you took a little vacation and went and hang out with your mom for a little bit, and then come back. I don't think it's time for you to venture too far away from home right now as your last child finishes, her experience, right? That's just me, I mean, that's just kind of my thing. I know your mother would love it if you went and stayed with her forever.
Yes.
She would love that.
Yes.
And I think it would be fun for you. I honestly do. I think you really love your home country and you feel very comfortable there. You like it, And so is that true?
It is, and I just came back from 2 months, and that's why
Oh,
I'm so confused
great.
now.
So
because
you're,
it was really beautiful.
but I think you're doing a great job. You're managing this last, year and a half with your baby, and you're managing caring for your mother too. So I think you're doing fantastic. No wonder you're not feeling that precipice
No.
to go get a job because you have a job. You're taking care of people right now, and that's a tremendous amount of time and energy. So I think that's fantastic. And then after your daughter graduates from high school, then you can go, figure out stuff that you want to do.
Okay.
Yeah. So I think you're
What
doing
else do you
great.
see? I love your show. I really do. It's we're a bunch of Israelis that keep calling me all the time.
Oh, that's so kind. I have a lot of clients that actually we do sessions from Israel.
Really?
Yeah,
Wonderful.
all over the world. I have clients all over the world, which is really fun. But thank you so much. The one thing that I noticed when I drew out your energy is that you do have a small to moderate leak in the second chakra. So even though you're not working per se, you obviously are working very hard. You're taking care of human beings. That's a hard job. You're not actually having enough fun. So you need to have some more fun for yourself. Does that make sense? Have you ever thought about writing? Do you like to write?
Do I like to what?
Write.
Right.
Uh-huh.
It's interesting that you say that because I've been a beautiful writer for many, many years, and then I had an incident at work that wasn't supportive, so I just was blocked. Yeah.
I'm really sorry that happened, but sometimes when an incident happens where we don't feel supported, it's because we need to make a change. And sometimes humans are very slow to walk towards their magnificence. But so when weird things happen or bad things happen, it doesn't mean that, okay, I'm not good at writing. I can't trust myself. I'm using your experience as an example. It just means, why don't you go write a book? Hmm. So I would love for you to start writing. I think it's really good for you. I think you're excellent at it. Start writing every morning or whatever your special time of the day is for you. I'm a much better writer in the morning personally. Or unless I have an entire day where I can go for a walk and come back and go for a walk and come back. So, so I would do that, and I think I think there's books inside of you. That might even be
Mm,
a new job for you. Maybe you'll even
mm.
edit for other authors and all kinds of. I think that's. I want you to put your energy towards that career path as well as whatever else you're considering down the road.
Okay.
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 All right.
Anything else that you see about love?
Well, I think you're gonna have to get out there a little bit. And
Mhm.
are you dating someone right now?
I'm still on and off with that guy that you told me half a year ago to. No, 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 no.
Well, what happened to that then?
Yeah,
It keeps going
Uh,
up and down. He's a great teacher. He teaches me a lot, but
I
yeah,
know, but
it's
don't you want to pass
complicated.
the class? Don't you want to graduate so that you can actually have someone you really want permanently? I mean, that's the whole idea when you're in school, it's not to stay in there forever. You don't want to be a professional student, you want to graduate so that you can get the reward that you want from all your hard learning.
There you go.
Okay?
Okay.
Okay.
Jeez.
All right.
Well, thank you so
You're
much.
welcome.
You're
Have a
such a
great day.
delight. Thank
Oh,
you.
thank you. So are you.
Thanks, Esty, very much for calling the show. I don't think she's gonna leave him.
Really?
I don't know. She has not moved since the last time she
Right,
talked.
that's a year
So
and a half ago.
you
Something
gave her the push though now.
now because I said,
Right.
"Hello, let's graduate."
But a year and a half?
Well, there must be something very delicious in that
Okay. All
relationship
right.
that's keeping
Okay.
them both motivated, right? But obviously she's not getting everything she wants in that relationship or she wouldn't be talking about it. It wouldn't be off and on again, right?
Bingo.
Right? And so that's always the sign.
Okay.
Or maybe sometimes some people don't really want to be in a relationship
Mhm.
and they don't know that about themselves.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm gonna let you have it.
Okay, all right, thanks.
877-825-8828 for the Marie Manuchehri Show. We'll take now Mariah calling in from Burlington, Washington. Hi, Mariah.
Hi, thanks so much for taking my call.
Of course. What can
My
I do for you?
first time calling.
Oh, thank you.
Yay!
Oh, thank you so much. And also thank you to my friend Melissa for recommending you to me multiple
Aw.
times. So
One of my very favorite business cards was created when I first started working. This woman had moved from New York. She used to be a designer for Procter and Gamble, and she was just starting her own business, moving out on her own. She barely charged me anything, and she made the most gorgeous card that I don't use any longer, because things evolve and things change. But I love that particular card and now I'm trying to figure out why am I telling you this? Okay.
I love that. I love that. I'm
I
a
don't know
business
why I'm
owner
telling you.
and I'm always looking for new ideas, so I'm into it.
Okay.
So specifically, I've been having a medical issue that has been persistent for about 3 years now.
Oh, okay.
And it's just like really taking a toll on my mental health and just my life in general at this point, like work and everything. So I'm looking for any answers or any help in any direction.
Sure.
Unfortunately, like Western medicine is not.
Well, because
Not
they
me.
can't figure it out, right?
Exactly.
They
No,
can't
I'm
figure
not
it out.
getting any answers. I'm
Right.
just getting a lot of antibiotics and surgery.
Well, that's not good. We want that to stop.
No.
But they don't know
Yeah.
what's wrong with you. That's what I
No.
hear. They don't know. So here's but that's actually a good thing other than we don't want them to do any more exploratory surgeries or, we don't want any more let's remove these things and see what happens. We want that to stop. But so there's two good things about that. One, it means whatever's going on has not manifested enough to be in the physical body to be diagnosed, which is great. And I know that's not what you want to hear, but that's really great.
Right.
But I know why things aren't getting better. There's a couple reasons. A, you can't stop thinking about it. And if you want something to change in your life and you think about it negatively, it's not going to change. That's just a fact. So you have to either stop thinking about it or think about it in a positive way. All right.
Okay.
So, but you have a massive leak in your heart chakra. So, the heart chakra is the highest receptivity system in the physical body, and everything requires energy. Healing requires energy. Vitamins require energy to work. Medicine, conventional medicine, requires energy to work. When you have a huge leak like you do in your heart chakra, that means that you don't have enough subatomic particles to take the healing to the next level.
Mm-hmm.
So, you have to stop thinking about this. And I know that's going to be hard for you because you're like a dog with a bone. When you have a problem, you work as hard as you can to resolve it, which has been successful for you in other areas of your life. Agreed?
Yeah.
And you can disagree with anything I
Maybe.
say. You can disagree with anything I say.
I feel like success rate is always something that I think I struggle with as far as like my career choice is kind of like stressful, and success is always something that
You're not fulfilled
50-50,
with
like every day. I am.
You are. That's
I'm
what I'm
very
saying.
fulfilled, and I'm like obsessed and passionate about it, but
Right.
it's also like a stressful job, if that makes sense.
Sure. But see, this is
And
what I'm
I
talking
almost
about.
like the stress.
Well, you're comfortable with it. It's familiar, and that's why you're kind of stuck in it for now. But this is you're still proving my point in the fact that you work really hard to resolve issues. Agreed?
Mm-hmm.
You have to
Yeah.
stop that. The earth has changed significantly. The energy on our planet has changed so much that putting energy to solve problems actually doesn't work anymore. It hasn't worked for a long time, actually. So you have to actually feel that the problem has already been resolved. Already been resolved. And you have to practice that all the time so that you can bring a resolution to it. That's the
Okay.
only way that it works. So, do you have digestive issues?
Yeah, I have digestive issues. I had like a major blood clot when I was 16.
Oh, wow.
That's just like, and I'm 27 now,
Uh-huh.
about to be 28. So I'm like, it's been 10 years now.
Did
And
they
it seems
remove
like,
part of your intestinal tract?
yeah, part
Yeah.
of the intestines and part of the colon.
Yeah. But everything's still intact. Like they did a good job hooking it all
I
back
hope
up,
so.
correct? Okay.
I think so, but
I think so.
The issue that's happening now, they all say isn't related.
It is
But
a
it's
little
like
bit. It is a little bit
down in
because I think you
my
have some
feminine.
strictures. I think you have some strictures from the surgeries.
Mm-hmm.
So, have you ever heard of the fascia blaster, or do you have like one of those rollers, that we use for the fascia?
Yeah.
I would start, if it's comfortable and only do things that feel comfortable, don't push, but I would start kind of relaxing the adipose tissue and those strictures around your surgical areas. I know that, you know what I mean? I want you to start
Mm-hmm.
to do that. And then this will be the ticket. You have to learn to receive. I want you to start saying to yourself, what if I allow the world and the universe to love me? I want you to start saying that what if question every 20 minutes. And of course, you never have to do anything I say. You get to do whatever you want. And then your other what if question would be, what if I fell madly in love with me? Because that governs part of the intestinal tract, that third chakra. So this is what's going to help you to receive. This is going to help you just get naturally recovered and better. So you don't have to have any more surgeries and all those good things. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
And then if you don't mind, can I ask one other question?
Make it super fast, please.
Yeah. Just relationship wise, like, is that affecting it at all?
What affecting it?
Like my relationship with my partner.
I mean, I think you allow a lot of things to affect your mind. I think you overanalyze and process and tend to think negatively about a lot of things. So it doesn't really matter what the subject matters are. You need to think positively. You need to be kind to yourself and loving to yourself. And then you're going to have more clarity about your relationship if you need it. Okay.
Okay. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Great questions. And we're all sending you beautiful love to that lovely 30 feet of intestines.
It's a lot.
It's a
But
lot.
it's a lot of love,
25
too.
to 30 feet
Yeah.
is the average of the intestinal tract, right?
Sweet. Thanks,
Yeah.
Mariah, calling in from the Burlington, Washington area. 877-825-8828 is the number for the show. We have a couple lines open.
Oh, my
I
goodness
know.
gracious.
Surprise. Get in. And we're going to hit our last break here. More from Marie when we come back.
And welcome back to the Marie Manuchehri Show. We're live here in really gorgeous, stunning, beautiful, hope my tulips are blooming, Seattle.
I don't see why they wouldn't be.
Yeah. Well, there are things that are nibbling on some of the leaves.
I was like, your green thumb is thing through the roof right now. So like, that's not it.
Yeah, no, it's not that. Something cute, I'm sure, and adorable, probably a slug or an army of slugs. I mean, sometimes in the summer, in the evening, I'll see these monster slugs just kind of come up in a little mini army, you know.
Did you have a little chat with your backyard? Maybe a slug session?
Yes, I did. I
Maybe just talk
absolutely
about
did.
it. Like,
yeah.
hey, everybody, listen up.
Yeah.
We need to figure this one out.
Yeah, no slugs, please.
We want everyone to get along.
Yeah.
Right.
Just eat one of them. Leave the rest alone.
Right.
Yeah.
So good.
Yeah.
877-825-8828 for the Marie Manuchehri Show if you're just tuning in. And we'll take now Amy calling in from the San Diego area. Hi, Amy. Amy, are you there? I think that's Amy on 4. Amy. Hello, Amy. All right.
Can you hear me?
Hey, there we go. Hooray.
Yeah. Hey, yeah, I'm calling from Seattle weather in San Diego today.
Oh.
We got our sun and we got the rain.
Oh, sorry.
We flip-flop with you today.
Yeah.
Started to come out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've had it good.
You have. You're very lucky. So thank you for the trade. We really appreciate it. What can I do for you?
Hey, I'm thinking of doing some remote viewing classes or some type of development with that. Do you get any feeling with that for me? And do you offer those classes, remote viewing?
I don't offer remote viewing as an individual course. I teach a psychic coaching program, and so there are aspects of being able to look at things that you aren't really sitting in that are part of the course. But I don't do specifically that. And can I ask what your reason is for taking the remote viewing course? Do you have a specific desire or?
I want to develop more of my metaphysical side. And I just feel, Marie, you know me, I just spin in circles. I get nowhere in life. I have no idea why. I'm just spinning wheels. I love food. I love metaphysics. And I thought, if I do some metaphysical work, it might just help build some more muscle in me.
Yeah. And how much time do you spend falling in love with you? This question actually came up in a way in the psychic coaching class last night when we did an exercise, and some of the class participants were a little frustrated with whatever they were experiencing. And I talked about, well, do you tell yourself that you're amazing, that you're great, that you're really good at this? And I was really kind of surprised how many people don't do that. I clearly didn't express that enough, or it just takes such a long time for humans to really get the perception that we're supposed to think that each person is amazing ourselves. We're supposed to feel that about ourselves. And you are lacking that. You're looking outside for the value that you need. You need to feel it inside. In fact, here's the story that I told them last night. It came from an old movie I saw a long time ago. I don't recall the name of the movie, but there was this very successful real estate agent, and very successful. And she was about to go in and meet some new clients in their Bel Air mansion, and she's in her car going, "You're amazing. You're fantastic. You've got this." Like, she's just giving herself a pep talk. And people actually have to do that all the time to create success. To have what you want in your life, you have to believe that you're worthy and deserving, and you have to believe that for yourself before anyone else can actually believe that about you as well. Okay?
Okay.
All right. So that's really the work I want you to work on.
Would you get a hit on me taking any metaphysical courses, or?
I think taking any form of course on intuition is a great idea for you, because there's different answers that come across intuitively versus logically. I think they're more accurate. Intuitive answers are, I think, 100 times more accurate than what the mind tells us. And so any class that's going to help you to narrow in and strengthen that muscle would be very beneficial for you.
Okay, great.
Okay.
Well, thank you.
Thank you. Have a great day in San Diego.
Yeah, thanks, Amy, for joining the show. 877-825-8828 is the number. We'll take now Judy calling in from the Seattle area. Hi, Judy. Judy.
Hey.
Hello. Hi.
Hi.
Hi, Judy. How are you?
I'm really good. Thanks for being there.
Of course. What can I do for you?
Well, I started a new job about 6 months ago, and I really like it.
Great.
and I'm wondering if I should move closer to it. I
How
come home after
Pardon?
I come home after dark, and it doesn't always feel safe. I have to walk a couple of blocks to my home.
Uh-huh. How far away is your job from you? From your home?
It's about a 20-minute drive.
Mhm.
I'm in Seattle, and it's in Ballard.
Uh-huh. I love Ballard. It's just kind of hard to get in and out of Ballard, you know? It's not the
Yeah.
easiest.
Wish we could build another bridge.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, right.
One that doesn't go up and down all the time.
Yeah. But I'm not against you moving, but I don't feel your joy in it. So I don't think people should make decisions out of fear. I don't think that's healthy, personally. I don't think that's healthy. I would prefer that you be excited about moving and finding a new place to live and then pursue that.
Yeah. I like my apartment.
Good.
You
Good.
know.
So do you take the bus to work? Is that why you have to walk a little bit?
No, I drive.
It's just the parking once you get home.
Yeah, parking's a problem, so I have to park a couple of blocks away.
And what time do you park?
About
Approximately
10 o'clock at night.
Oh, that's pretty late. Yeah,
Yeah.
that is pretty late. Do
Yeah.
you have a neighbor close to you who could meet you or walk with you? Or I mean, one of the things that I have really appreciated about the last year is that it has made people care about each other more and want to take care of each other a little bit more. So, do you
Yeah.
have someone in your neighborhood who would look out for you or come meet you at your car or watch you walk to the house?
Not really.
Could you do me a favor and try to find someone like that? Because you need to have more friends in your life and more support. Agreed?
I have a few close friends.
But maybe
they
in
don't
your
live close
community.
by. Oh, my community.
Yeah, maybe in your community. Like when my neighbor travels to Arizona or wherever they're going, I do take out their garbage cans for them and bring it back for them. I also water their plants sometimes. He's painted my fence a couple times, one of my neighbors. So I think it's nice to kind of just take care of each other.
Yeah. Well, I do have a couple of people. That's kind of late at night. I mean, they work during the day.
Yeah, but you never know. Some people are night owls. Someone might want an excuse to go for a walk.
Yeah.
Right? So let's do that as you get excited about moving, if that's something that's going to bring you some joy. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. Great question.
You got it, Judy.
Yeah.
Okay?
All right. Thank you.
All right, no problem.
Bye.
877-825-8828 is the number for the show. We'll take now, let's go with Martha from Virginia. Hi, Martha.
Hi.
Hi, Martha. How are you?
I'm doing well. How are you all?
We are lovely. Thank you. What can I do for you? And how's Virginia?
Where I am, it's gorgeous
I
today. We've had
know.
a week that feels like spring. It's warm and in the 60s and 70s today. It's just beautiful.
Virginia is really beautiful in the spring. I've been there and it is
Aw.
just beautiful. Okay.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
what can I do for you?
Well, I am very new to your work. A friend of mine told me about you just a couple weeks ago and told me about your radio show, and I just happened to be here. So here I am.
Oh, well, welcome.
Yeah, thank you. I was thinking that I just kind of would love to have a general read of anything that feels important to you, but also something that specifically is coming up is physical health.
Oh.
So just looking for kind of any insight.
Well, and it's funny, when I read energy for people, I sometimes don't answer their questions.
Yeah.
Right? Is your father still living or has he passed?
My dad is living.
Okay. Is he ill?
He is not.
Do you have a stepdad or a grandfather that was like a dad or?
My stepfather died a few months ago.
Okay. So, because there's a man standing close to you who tells me he's your father. Did you feel that way about him? As the stepdad, was that a comfortable experience for you? Because he kind of hammers it home for me. So was it that way for you?
Interesting. Well, it was the opposite while he was living, but actually, there's been just a tremendous amount of healing in the last year of his life. And since he's passed, I have a better relationship with him now than I ever did.
That's beautiful. And so now notice that's being validated for you, that he's standing outside your org field going, oh, no, I'm a dad, right?
Wow. Yeah.
He adores you. He just adores you one of the things happens when someone leaves their body, right? When they die and their energy goes off to the other side, is that they get to see the human reality in a very different perspective. And someone like yourself who has very expansive energy, your energy glows on the other side. You have a fair amount of consciousness. So the veil that surrounds the earth plane, which looks like a placenta to me, by the way, it's very thin above your crown chakra, above your head, which tells me that you have, elevated consciousness. So when your stepdad died, he could see this about you. And it made him love you even more. He is grateful about what you said, that the two of you were able to come together before he died, because I think every family member wants that, right? Every family wants some sort of peace or some come together moment where whatever happened historically is somehow, softened, right? Because it's not all necessarily eradicated, right? But to have it softened and have some mutual, authentic love for each other. So he's very, very grateful. And he just wants me to tell you the light that you have inside of you shines brightly on the other side. And he's impressed and talks about you to fellow beings on the other side. Have you seen he doesn't call you a stepdaughter. Have you seen my daughter's light? Look at it. Isn't it nice? It's very, very sweet. And I'm so happy for both of you. I truly am. So that's really what's going on. When I look at your energy system, you do have a leak in your root chakra. So I would work on feeling grounded. I know I'm not answering your health issue and I'm about to run out of time. Benny's about to play the music. So maybe that'll be another call in the future.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Have a beautiful day.
Yeah, thanks, Martha, for joining us from Virginia.
Yes, and check out my new website. You can always follow me on Instagram. I do tweet things once in a while. I just put a bunch of stuff on Facebook last night because I was having so much fun looking at the new website that I was up kind of late. So follow us on social media. And of course, you can listen to the show or on Podbean. Joyful blessings, everyone. Bye-bye for now.
The website, energyintuitive.com. Hit it up.
Energyintuitive.